Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm the creator of the Get Resultsology system and an accountability coach. I help people harness productivity to achieve meaningful results, increase income, grow their business, and achieve greater success that resonates with their authentic selves. My guest today is Allison Hardy. Allison is a seasoned entrepreneur, host of the Six Figure Secrets podcast, and a master of building profitable businesses while prioritizing balance and family. Over the past decade, she's navigated multiple ventures from product-based businesses to coaching and digital products, making and learning from every mistake along the way. After rebuilding her business from scratch during a time of financial and personal hardship, Allison discovered the power of automation and email funnels to create success without burnout. Today, she empowers women to design thriving businesses that honor their health, relationships, and self-worth. Allison, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Robin.
Oh, you're very, very welcome indeed. Whereabouts are you, please, Allison?
I live in Arlington, Virginia, so I'm right outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh, right. And so you're about 5 hours behind me, I think we established?
Yes, so you're in the future, so if anything happens today that I need to know about, if you could let me know, that'd be great.
Yeah, stealing my material now. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, absolutely right. I will let you know if anything's going to happen, especially if it's good. Okay, then. So shall we crack on with the questions, Allison? Are you all set for us to do that?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, so we'll just start the clock. There it goes. So Allison, first, let's talk about what you do. Allison, who is your ideal client, please?
My ideal client is someone who is really, really good at working with their clients. So they are coaches, they're experts, they have some sort of knowledge-based business. They help their clients do some sort of transformational thing, and they want to do more of that. They want to sell more of their offer to their audience.
Excellent. So you kind of touched on the topic of the next question, which is, what is the problem you solve? And I figure you probably solve more than one.
Yeah, a lot of my clients are riding the live launch roller coaster. So they open the doors to their programs 3, 4 times a year. It's a huge launch, it's stressful, it's high pressure. And while they see the validity in that and they want to keep doing that, they want another way to sell outside of that. And so that's what I help them to do. I help them to sell passively.
Brilliant. That sounds excellent. Very useful service indeed. So what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to solve that problem themselves?
Yeah, so if you're riding the live launch roller coaster and you want to get off of it, if you're like, I want to sell outside of the 3 to 4 times a year where I open up the doors to my program, start emailing your audience. You can create a very simple email funnel that brings your people on a journey with you that is automated, that you don't have to touch, that sells for you. So connect with your audience, help them have a quick win, shift their minds, because when they shift their minds, they think differently, then they do differently. Get them, used to having you in their inboxes, because let's call it like it is. That's where people buy. People aren't buying off of social media like they buy out of email. So if you're going to implement this system, use a platform that is actually designed for sales, and that's email marketing.
That's brilliant. That all ties in nicely with the know me, like me, trust me philosophy, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It's a wonderful way to be consistent, to show up in people's inboxes, to serve them. That doesn't require you to show up at a certain place in a certain time.
Excellent. Thank you. Very, very good and powerful advice, and some advice I need to take myself. So, so now that we know a little bit more about what you do, let's talk about goal busting, meaning how do you make the best use of your productive time, Allison, to achieve your own business goals?
Yeah, I automate every single thing I can automate. So for me, a big pain point I had a while ago was lead generation. I just couldn't get the amount of people that I needed inside of my email marketing, inside of my email funnel to produce the results that I wanted. I needed more people. So, instead of like posting on Instagram and crossing your fingers and eyes and totals that like the right person sees it at the right time and they're in the mood to like convert into like downloading a lead magnet, I was like, what's a way that I can just present myself in front of audiences that want and need my help? And so that's where Facebook and Instagram ads came in for me. So for me, having that system in place, having that tool that generates leads every single day, and that I can predict I'm going to spend this amount of money, I'm going to get this amount of leads, but because my funnel converts at this number, I know I'm going to make this amount of money on the back end. Like that works for me. So it helped me to really achieve my goals in a faster, more streamlined way that is super predictable. And that's really like one of my number one motivators is predictability in my business.
That's excellent. And fair play to you for mastering Facebook and Instagram advertising. For me, that's like a black hole of I don't understand how to make that work. So
I know I mastered it first and then I outsourced it.
yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, outsourcing it is what is the holy grail, isn't it? But
Yes.
mastering it, I admire you considerably for achieving that, because you can lose your shirt if you get it wrong. You can lose more than your shirt.
100%. Yes.
But on the other hand, if you have that, your point is if you have that reliable equation where you put X in and you're likely to, or more than likely to get Y out, and it's Y is more leads at an affordable price. That's brilliant. I admire that very much, Alison. Thank you. So, okay, so what that leaves us with then is my favorite question, because we've charged through, and I feel like I've already learned so much. So, what should I have asked you today, Alison, that I didn't? And your answer as well, please.
Oh, what is a common mistake that I see with email marketing? And so there's a couple of answers here. Number one is not showing up consistently in people's inboxes. So you're only emailing people. I had a client come to me once and she's like, I only email my audience 2 times a month. And I wonder why nobody ever does anything. It's because they don't know who you are. Like you're not a familiar face in inboxes. So you need to be consistent. And consistency, like let's call it like it is. There needs to be like a certain number of emails that you send every month. So like if you're not sending anything, maybe try once every week. Like maybe that's your goal. And then once you kind of master that and build that muscle, maybe it's 2 times a week. And you continue to bump it up until, it's serving them and working for you. So that's the number one thing. The number one, two thing I would say is not having a strong call to action. While your emails, I'm sure, are awesome because you're an expert, you do amazing things with your clients, you're giving amazing value. You have to create a culture of clicking in your emails, because think about it. If you're eventually going to send out sales emails, people have to click in order to go over to your sales page to buy, right? So if you're not creating that culture of clicking from the beginning of establishing this relationship with your audience, that pitch portion will not be successful because they have not gotten used to clicking from you. So send them to podcast episodes, write a blog post, ask them to register for something. Maybe you're doing a webinar or something like that. Like get and create a culture of clicking very early on in your relationship with them so that that culture is established. It's there so that when you ask them to buy something, they're already used to doing that with you.
Excellent advice, all superb advice. And while you were talking about that, you mentioned about get a regular amount of, so if it's once a week works for you. I think on the other side of the coin, sometimes people are afraid that they might send too much and people will unsubscribe. And I knew a guy once who used to send a minimum of 2 or 3 a day. And I asked him, well, what do you do about all the people that are unsubscribing? And he said, well, they're not interested in me anyway. I don't really care. So
Exactly. Yes.
if they get me, if they like my material, they'll stay subscribed and they know they're going to get 2 or 3 emails a day. So I'm not personally, I'm not saying whether I would advocate for 2 or 3 emails a day, but I'm just saying that the consistency, you mustn't be put off by the fact that some people will unsubscribe. Not everybody's going to want your material. That's okay.
And that's okay. That's a good thing because like you pay for your email subscribers. So like if you have less people on your list, you're probably not going to have as much of a fee every month with your email service provider. So if we think about it from that, it's like, okay, cool. You're saving me money by unsubscribing. So let them go. Lesson reads.
I've just moved my supplier for that very reason. It's a very sore point and a very good point too. Absolutely. Thank you, Allison. That was brilliant. So, Allison, how can people get hold of you? And I always like to ask, is there like a nice, valuable free resource they could obtain if they come to your website as well? We'll put the link on the video and we'll also put it in any descriptions that go with the video as well.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you for allowing me to share. So I have a template. It's called the $80,000 email template. It was directly responsible for bringing in $80,000 in sales this year. So I'd love for you to download it. You can find it at AllisonHardy.com/80000 80,000 email. And it'll give you a copy and paste template that you can use inside of your email marketing. It's going to be a little surprising. You'll be like, this is a very unusual email. So you'll find that out when you download it. But it'll give you a copy paste template. You can plug it into your email marketing. You can send it out and you can see how it works for you.
I almost thought I heard you say you can download the 80,000, but that's not quite what you said. That's just wishful thinking on my part. But I'm definitely going to download the PDF. That sounds brilliant. I'm definitely going to do that. I will be. It's like you're almost speaking directly to me personally. Like, yes, please, I want that. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
Yeah, of course.
Allison, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your expertise today. I feel like I've been really well educated. And I'm sure we could have talked. I would happily have talked to you for another hour or two, picking your brain, but we've only had 7 minutes of your time today, and it's been wonderful. Thank you so much, Allison.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.